Next up, Yuri. They made MC a pussy. No, not MC. MC2. Why is he just called MC? I already complained about that earlier. But also, someone said something in the chat that was interesting, because I think it would actually confirm something that I was thinking about. Because I think Holly, you said something earlier. You said that you actually talked to the devs and you confirmed that the reasoning was because that they actually didn't want Sayori to be alone. Like, that was apparently the confirmed reason from the devs, which I don't really... Why? She doesn't need a relationship. That's not... Like, what? Like, what? She doesn't need one. Yuri!
Oh, hello, Zero.
The whole point was to get MC out of the way. But that doesn't even make sense! You don't even have... You can just... Because we're just MC2! What was the point? There's physically no point! Like... Gosh. You good to share poems?
Mm-hmm. Here you go.
We exchange poems. The raccoon. Yeah, the same one. Some of the devs want to eliminate the avatar as well. It must be you. I mean, if they want to do that far, then just play After Story. At that point, like, I don't really know what they really want, or that coding is gonna be very annoying because there's gonna be a bunch of text box stuff. And even then, technically by that logic, you still like, cause I have to break this down. You can never get a fully interactive experience because even with the text box answers, some of them don't even let me choose from multiple options. They're still presets. So that means it's still technically not you. It's like, you're gonna have to go for as far as MC, but Monica knows it's not you. Like I said, in my opinion, our time did it the best. That's the best it's gonna get. And I feel like that's the best you can really do. You can't remove the avatar character. We are the avatar character. Yeah, it's like, that's the closest we're gonna get. Yuri continues to read intently at my poem. It looks as if she's going to burn a laser through the paper. Yuri?
Oh, sorry. I was just rereading it to understand it better.
Oh, alright. What do you think, then?
Well, it's definitely something. It's good, though.
Thanks. Yours is good, too. It's a lot more metaphorical than yesterday's. I remembered yesterday's conversation with MC about Yuri. I'm starting to sound like him. It's not bad or anything. Yeah, it's not bad or anything. It's just, you know, reminding me that he has no reason to exist. Don't worry. It's what makes her poems unique.
That's right. It's much closer to my preferred writing style.
Right. I forgot you like making ample use of metaphors in poems.
Yep. I see poems as a canvas to express vivid imagery and emotions through them.
And you're pretty good at it, too. And Yuri, her poem back, and then she gives me mine, too. Alright, see you around, Yuri.
Goodbye.
I'll walk over to Natsuki next. Natsuki?
Hey, Zero. Let me guess. You want to share poems?
Yeah, that's the activity, Natsuki. Yep. We exchange poems. Come on, MC, you could have made fun. That was like easy. That was an easy retort. You could have easily been like, well, yeah, that's the exercise. That's what we were told to do. Come on, instead of just saying, yep, come on, MC. MC2.
Not bad, right?
It's longer than yesterday's, that's for sure.
Yesterday's was too short. I did this one with a more serious mindset.
But what do you have against Amy?
Oh, that. Amy isn't actually real. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem.
Why did she have to point that out? Natsuki didn't point that out before. Did she have to point that out? I thought it was better when she didn't point it out.
I doubt I have to explain it. sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Oh, so you mean like as if someone was viewing your manga? That doesn't matter. It could be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Alright then. So anyway, what do you think of my poem? Well, the language you use makes your poem a bit harder to read. But it's still good. How? You can't even read it. Thanks! Alright then, Natsuki. I've said everything I wanted to. What does that? That's a little harsh. Alright then, Natsuki. I've said everything I wanted to say to you today. Goodbye. That was a little harsh. Okay, Zero. See you around. See ya. With that, I move on to the last one. He really doesn't like him. Alright. Oh, there we go. So someone in the chat says, the mod is literally built to be based on Monica, and Monica herself is aware of that. Using the concept of he is in the way doesn't make sense when the mod itself has stated it's not gonna happen. We, the player, are literally a different meat suit for her, so why copy and paste? Exactly. It's exactly my problem, Batat. Thank you. Yeah, I was saying, it's like, there's literally no reason to just not use the MC as the already meat suit. Because you're just making him exactly the same. Exactly. Be gone, Natsuki. We are done with you now. Yeah. Be gone, Natsuki. Alright, you guys ready for a conversation with ourselves? Dun 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 dun. Yo, MC. You want to read through my poem? Sure. I'm not changing his voice. It's funnier this way. I hand over my poem to MC. It's good. If I had a poem, I'd give it to you. Thanks for letting me read it, man. MC hands the poem back to me. No problem. Just don't forget one for Monday. Don't worry, I won't. I wouldn't want the prez to curse me if I don't have one prepped for the festival. Don't worry, she's not that mean. Says the one who's dating her. Well, I'll see you around, MC. Later, dude. And there we go. That was a conversation. Just as I go to sit down, Monica stands up and gains everyone's attention.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have some planning to do today, so everyone gather around.
We all get together and sit down at a bunch of desks pushed together into a large table. I take a seat next to Monica.
All right then. We need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide on who's doing what this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Zero will be helping me with them. Sayori, you started work on posters already, right? Yep. And MC is helping me.
That I am.
Alright, and as for Yuri, you can make some banners and decorations to set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere!
Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. And even though I've had to pre-record it, I'm still doing it again.
Atmosphere, 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 atmosphere.
Because it looks like she's like cheering herself on. She's nodding to herself.
I can do it. I feel great. I can be this. Your mind is already racing, I see. Alright then. I think that settles everything. In that case, I think we can all go home now.
And with that, everyone starts packing up.
See ya.
Goodbye.
Natsuki and Yuri make their way out the door. Everyone ready to walk home? We still walk home with Why? Why do we still walk home with Sayori if we're not the MC? Why? What's the point? Like, if we're still gonna treat him like, if he's still gonna do everything that MC would have done, what's the point of even creating another one? Like, you're even making him walk home with Sayori? Are you sure that's what's happening? I feel like it is. It said everyone ready to walk home. So wouldn't he just say Monica? Everyone ready to walk home?
Yep. I just need to lock up the club room.
Monica locks up the club room and we all head outside. Yep, see? For some reason, we still walk home with Sayori and her boyfriend. Even though we're not childhood friends with Sayori. Like, what's the point? Like, oh my god. I guess since they're neighbors, it makes sense. It still doesn't even really make sense because it's like, the weirdest part here is, it would make sense, like, I'm gonna point it out here. If Sayori didn't have a boyfriend, it would make sense to me. Because then at that point, that just means Sayori doesn't want to walk home alone. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But this is two couples walking home with each other. Like, wouldn't MC and Sayori want some privacy to walk home together? And then we can walk home together? Like, why is we just like a group of 4 people? Like, why? There's no point for that. Like, it would make more sense if MC wasn't there and Sayori just third wheels because Sayori doesn't want to walk home alone. Like, it's weird having just 2 couples walking home together. Like, why? Why do we need this weird group of people? And again, this all could have just been, this problem could have just been erased if we just got rid of MC. Like, it's just like, what the hell? Maybe they live in a bad neighborhood, Zero. They need protection. The sun is slowly starting to set. We go down our street, and slowly but surely, we reach our houses. We have goodbye to Sayori and MC, and I unlock the door. We step inside.
Ah, finally home.
Monica leaps into my arms as soon as she drops her bags.
I've been lacking this all day.
We sit like that for a good few minutes.
Alright, I think I should get started on supper.
Sure, but get changed first.
Right, I don't want to get a bad stain on my uniform. Might as well do a load of laundry to clean all the clothes.
Monica goes upstairs to get changed and to get all her dirty clothes to clean them. While she's doing that, I go into the kitchen and grab 2 sets of plates and utensils. Okay, so now that the vanilla's gone, then maybe we can actually start having some back to the good mods. Not good mods, the good scenes of this mod. Because the mod does have some decent scenes. It's not like it's like constantly been me being angry at it. There's been some nice little scenes here and there. Like any scene just talking with Monica is probably pretty good. Like, even if it was a lore dump, I kind of enjoyed me and Monica getting ready to leave. Thought that was cute. But it was like, so it's like, I feel like this is probably, if I had to guess, this is probably going to be the strongest parts of the mod. Then everything else is just going to make me probably be like, why? Rewrite it so it makes sense. I'd love to, but I'm working on my own. I have a lot of other things I need to work on. That's why I just give my opinion. I set the table, and I go upstairs too. I walk in and I see Monica shuffling through her book bag. What are you looking for?
Just where I left my prototype pamphlet designs.
Oh, alright. She takes out a paper and puts it on the desk.
Did you want anything special for supper?
Surprise me.
Oh, if you're going downstairs, can you take the laundry with you?
Of course I can. Come downstairs when you're ready.
Okay, it'll be just a minute.
I go downstairs and throw the clothes into the laundry machine. Walk past Monica and go back upstairs to get changed. I put away my things and get changed into my sleepwear. As I finish, a very good smell lures me downstairs into the kitchen. She already finished it? That's so fast. How did Monica make that food so fast? I walk in and I see Monica whipping up a salad. And on the table, I see some baked potatoes. Monica comes over with the salad in hand and sets it on the table. We sit down.
Let's dig in.
I take a bite out of the food Monica prepared for me. And just like this morning, it has a special feeling to it. It tastes amazing.
Thanks. I made it just for you.
I still can't believe that a simple salad can taste so great. As I said in the morning, the fact that this was made by the one you love and who loves you makes the food all the better. I love you. What is this line? What is this text box? I don't even... What? Huh? People don't talk like this. No one says this. This isn't a human being. People don't talk like this. This isn't dialogue. Well, MC2 says it. So I was like, people don't talk like that. Thank you for the 100 bits, Mississippi King.
You mean me or the food?
It could have been better if they like spaced out the I love you with something else, or I don't know, like on a different text line maybe, or just I don't know. Like I don't know, just could have been a way to make that less of a robot. There's a lot of ways you could have made that less robotic.
You mean me or the food?
Both, but actually I love you much more.
Thank you. I love you too.
We eat the meal together, then we go back upstairs. Why did you... Okay, she said thank you to the food, I'm assuming. I was about to say, why did she say thank you to I love you? And I was like, okay, I'm assuming she meant thank you because I said I love the food. Okay. Because at first I was like, did she just say thank you to me saying I love you?
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it.
Hey, Monica?
Hmm?
Thanks for everything you've done so far for me.
Hey, no worries. Besides, I'd do anything for you.
Still, though, I want to do something to repay you.
No, you've done enough for me already. Me doing this for you is my way of saying thanks.
Yeah, sure. So what I make lunch tomorrow. Why not? When you say that I make lunch tomorrow.
Okay, but I'm on breakfast duty.
And it's decided. I shut off the lights. And then I hop into bed with Monica. I softly take her hand. I love you, Monica.
I love you too.
She kisses my forehead. With that, I shut my eyes and slowly fall asleep. Ah! Oh god, no, it's one of those things that I keep playing! Huh? I quickly jolt out of bed when I hear a fire alarm go off. Oh, I thought that was my alarm! Oh no!
What's going on?
I don't know, but it's not our alarm. Wait.
Sayori!
Oh god. We bolt outside and run to Sayori's house. The door is open. I see a bit of smoke coming from inside. I quickly run inside with Monica. As I charge into the kitchen, I see MC using a fire extinguisher on a very black pan. Sayori's standing in a corner crying.
I'm sorry!
Damn it, Sayori. This is the second time you nearly burnt the house down. You're banned from touching the stove. As the fire is put out, all that's left in the pan is a very black charred. Pancake? I think it's a pancake. Sayori, is that supposed to be a pancake?
Yes. I wanted to surprise MC with it, but I didn't know how long to...
What even happened? Also, how did we hear their fire alarm from the other house? To the point where it woke us up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How did we hear Sayori's fire alarm from her house? How close are they? Also, wait, was the door open? Because wait, it said, oh yeah, it said the door is open. Oh, maybe that, okay, so that's how we heard it, I guess. So I guess the door was just wide open. All right, I mean, I guess they were trying to let the smoke air out. I guess so that's how we heard it. All right, I was about to say. I was like, how the hell did we hear that from Sayori's house? Okay, I guess that makes a little more sense. What even happened? I walked into the kitchen when I smelled something burning. When I got here,
I accidentally left the pancakes on the stove. And it caught fire.
that was a quick music shake. Fucking done.
Hey, Sayori. Yeah? Why don't I help you make these pancakes? Okay.
We head over to our house while MC stays to clean up the mess. Sayori brings along what's left of the batter she made. Monica and Sarah head over into the kitchen. Okay, again, this is another case of you don't. Okay, so it's like, okay, so us hanging out with Sayori, it still feels a little weird that like they're a couple, but like they're just constantly hanging out with us. Like, this feels like the third and fourth wheel. like again, this could have made more sense if MC wasn't around, Sayori didn't have a significant other, and so she is beginning to burn her house down, and we hear it from our house, and we're like, Sayori, what the hell? It just feels weird that we're like, oh yeah, just get Sayori and her boyfriend to come over again. Like, I'm not saying couples can't hang out, but I'm like, do they have any private time? Like, god damn. Like, jeez. Starting to feel like this is an open relationship with how much we fucking keep talking to each other. Thank you for the 100 bits, at Sonic. Sarah starts frying the pancake while Monica's showing her what to look for and when to flip it. After a bit and a few stumbles, the pair bring out a stack of fresh pancakes. Just as they finish, an MC comes to the door as well. They all take a seat and then grab a few pancakes. Monica brings out a few toppings too, and we put on everything we like. Terry stuffs her pancake with jam and cream. MC sticks some chocolate spread and maple syrup on his. She puts jam on her. Ew. No, I don't like people who do that. Sorry, why? Monica grabs some jam and combines it with the maple syrup for hers. No! No jam! Stop putting jam on your pancakes! Bad! I know it's a thing people do, I don't do it. So I'm like, no. I slap on my normal topping I like, and we all dig in.
Yum! These are so good! Thanks for showing me how to make them, Monica. No worries, Sayori. Just next time, don't forget to time it. And if you see smoke, take it off the heat. Otherwise, you'll make MC mad again.
I saw an error. I saw that. It tried to call something. Or it's trying to call something. I saw that red text on the bottom. I saw it. What happened? It's the error when you're trying to call, when the game is trying to call something that doesn't exist. But the red text shows up at like the bottom. It's like the bottom of the screen, so you can't even really see it. So they didn't define something well. It doesn't really matter. All in all, I just found it funny. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, but it's basically just when they can't find the image that you're trying to call. Yeah, usually it's on the top left, but sometimes it'll be on the bottom. It's weird. Jerry and MC make their way to the door, and we follow them outside.
See you later. Bye.
They make their way back to their home. Monica and I step back inside. Thank you for the gift sub, Bettina. I appreciate it. I'll get the dishes washed. You can go upstairs and get your stuff ready for the day.
Okay, thanks, Zero.
Monica goes upstairs while I get started with dishwashing. After a few minutes of washing the dishes, Monica comes downstairs and begins to help clean the table. We finish in about 5 minutes, and we head upstairs. Alright, let's get those pamphlets done. If we get it finished today, we can have tomorrow to ourselves.
Okay, here's what I need you to do.
Monica lists down all the materials and steps to make the pamphlets. With that, we get to work on the pamphlets. Okay. It takes us about 15 minutes to get the pamphlets designed and printed. Monica, can you clean up here while I get started on making lunch?
Sure, go ahead.
I go downstairs into the kitchen. Okay, I'm starting to feel like we kind of need to start fleshing out some things. I'm starting to think some of these things need to be fleshed out more. Like, you could have, like, if you're gonna have a scene of them working, getting ready on the pamphlets, you could have at least, like, made something happen with it, or you could have just skipped them working on the pamphlets. I don't know, it just feels like it was like, takes 15 minutes and we're done. Oh, okay. That was already a line, sure. Like, I feel like we're going too fast. Like, I feel like we need to start fleshing some stuff out here. Like, flesh a scene out. Like, if you're gonna show the pamphlets, make it like, no, MC draws like a shitty pamphlet, and Monica's like,
That's not how that should look.
like, I don't know, like, if you're gonna show it, at least maybe a reason for it to be there. Or you could at least add like a wipe left transition. The fact that it was like an instant line, I was like, oh, okay, we're done now. Okay, we're going to the next one. There are some scenes that get some meat, but many of them are just like that, bare bones. Yeah, it's like they're just random. It's like, oh, okay, we're done with the pamphlets. All right, sure, we're going. All right, well, let's get cooking. I decided to make a soup and stir-fried vegetables. Starting with the soup. I prepare some parsley, carrots, parsnips, and potatoes. There's some water to boil on the stove. Yeah, see, this one's more fleshed out. You could have easily just skipped the pamphlet thing and said, we were finished working on the pamphlet, so now I'm making lunch. Like, there you go. You could have just skipped that. You didn't have to even see it. We sat down to make pamphlets. We make the pamphlets. The end. Some water to boil on the stove. Once the water starts boiling, I put in the vegetables, sprinkle in some seasoning, and set in a few noodles. I also throw in a bay leaf. Or maybe 2. Not bay leaf! Now you can only get those from this fucking Johto region. After a few minutes of boiling, I taste it. The flavors meld nicely together. I really hope she likes it. With the soup finished, I take it off the stove and set the pot on the table. I grab the ingredients for the stir fry. Carrots, peppers, onions, peas, broccoli, and mushrooms. I cut them all up and set them aside, ready to be cooked. I heat up a pan and pour on a bit of oil. We'll get a little bit of olive oil. I throw in the vegetables and add salt, pepper, and dill to them. I slowly stir the vegetables as they cook. A few minutes pass as the vegetables start to slowly fry. Grabbing a carrot from the mix, I taste it. It's good. I turn off the stove and set the mix on the table. Monica! I yell up to Monica as I set the table. Lunch is ready.
Coming. It smells good in here.
I'm glad you think so. But before you praise me anymore, you might want to try it first.
Well, don't mind if I do.
We take a seat, and Monica scoops some soup into her bowl. I follow after her and grab my spoon.
Let's dig in.
Monica eats a spoonful. Her eyes glitter with delight. I think I managed to do it.
This is amazing. I never knew you were this good of a cook.
It's really nothing special. But thanks. It means a lot. We finish up our bowls of soup, and we grab some of the stir fry.
Ooh. It looks just as good as the soup.
Grabs a bite.
I guess it's not all looks.
Scarfs it down in seconds. Hey! I didn't make more, Monica, so I'm gonna... There's no more!
More, please.
You're starting to sound like Sayori.
I can't help it. Your cooking is just too good.
She grabs another plate of the stir fry. I think I'm the happiest person in the world right now, as I get to watch my beloved enjoy the food I made for her. Okay, mister, calm it down. Thank you for the gift sub at Sonic. I appreciate it, man. Let's enjoy our meal together. That all wrapped up, I wash the dishes while Monica cleans up the table. Hey, Monica? Once we're done here in the kitchen, do you want to take a walk outside?
Sure.
I start cleaning up the mess I made from cooking. Monica grabs some of the dishes from the table and begins to wash them. Soon enough, we finish cleaning. I quickly prepare 2 bottles of water for the walk. I put the 2 bottles in a small backpack. Oh, was there a noise there? I barely heard. I heard something on like the side of my ear. I barely heard the noise. I was like, what? Huh? Oh, okay. They were supposed to. That noise should probably be a little louder. I stare at Monica for a bit. Seeing that smile of hers warms my heart whenever I see it. Those beautiful green eyes. That gorgeous coral brown hair.
Zero?
Huh?
You were spacing out for a bit there.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Besides, I usually find myself staring at you more often than not, too.
She chuckles a bit, and I blush a little. Okay, so you ready to get going then?
Not yet. I'm going to quickly change into something more suited for the weather. I'll be just a minute.
Monica runs upstairs. I wish I could...
Zero!
Monica yells from upstairs.
Could you come up here for a minute?
Jeez, she's fast! How can we go up and down stairs so quickly? It's just my lord. Sure, I'll be right up.
Well, what do you think?
There's only one option. You look wonderful.
Thank you so much, sweetie.
Did the mod give you all these outfits?
Yep. And a few other outfits, too.
Can you show them to me?
Maybe later. Let's go for a walk first, okay?
Sure.
Well, what are we waiting for then?
Oh, you guys. Oh, where's Monica? She's probably eating food. I think she just got her dinner, so she's probably eating food and watching videos. Because I did order her food today, so yeah, she's probably eating it right now. Because I ordered it almost before the stream. Oh. Grab the backpack with the water bottles, and we step outside. Alright, check the time on my watch. 3:24. I walk up the door, and we make our way down the street. Yeah, so this is basically a zero stream today. Hi, guys. It's me. By myself. Hold up. Alright.
It's such a nice day today.
That it is. Makes for a perfect time to spend with the one you love. Zero solo stream. Ew. Okay, that's mean.
Say, do you know what our class is doing for the festival?
I'm not entirely sure. I heard from one of our classmates that we aren't going to be doing anything.
Oh. I was actually hoping to do something.
Yeah. Well, look on the bright side, though. We have pretty much the entire day together. And we're still doing the poem performance at the club. It'll be just the 2 of us with the festival to explore.
You're right. On Monday, let's have as much fun as we can.
That's the spirit. We continue along until we reach the entrance to a nearby park. We We step in, and a certain peace comes across. We take a seat on a nearby bench. How are you liking the walk so far?
It's really nice. I'm glad we can spend time together like this.
Same here. Like a Monica with her hair slightly waving in the wind as we sit. Oh, that's cute. Look at her. She cute. The nice quiet around us makes for a very nice moment. The birds are chirping, flowers are blooming, and the sun is shining bright in the sky. Oh, oh. I love you so much.
I love you too.
Wrap our arms around each other, and we stay locked together for a good few minutes. I feel her soft hands wrapped around me, and I hold her tight as we sit there on the bench. I hear nature around us singing its peaceful music. And suddenly, guys, she kissed us. We gotta kiss her girl. Guys, I gotta kiss her girl. Yo.
You know, time feels like it slows down when I'm with you.
Yeah, and I wish it would stay like that. I want this moment to last forever. We sit there with our arms around each other for about 15 minutes.
Zero? I wish it was for real. Not with your avatar, but with the real you. I would like this moment to continue forever then. I can't even feel the warmth from your avatar. Especially the kiss.
I wish so too, Monica. I wish so too. We'll tell her that.
Thank you. I hope it'll be soon.
I let go of her, and she smiles sweetly at me.
You know, we should come out here a bit more often. That way we can spend a bit more time together.
I know I wouldn't mind it. We can just spend time with each other at the house. Monica checks her watch and gets up.
Okay, we should probably get going.
Yeah, but I have to admit, it was nice getting a hug like that.
I enjoyed it just as much as you. Now come on, let's explore a bit.
We both get up, and we head deeper into the park. I was about to say, I was like, I hope, like, I was about to actually bring this up, because I was like, so, are we just gonna, like, sit here and say we love each other on a bench? Because I was like, hey, that's not all couples do, you know? They don't just sit there and... Let's go out in public. So we go out to the park, and then we just sit on the park bench and say how much we love each other, and then that's it. So I was like, we can, you know, they can do other stuff too. So yeah, okay, finally, we're gonna actually start doing stuff. So is this slice of life, or is there a plot, or what? There is not a plot. That is what the mod specifically said. They specifically said this entire point of this mod is just it's basically slice of life, like you said. Where it's like, it's basically just like, I compared it more to After Story, except there's no, like, you know, mechanics, affection mechanics or anything. Like, it's basically just, you hang out with Monica. You get to see them do things in their everyday life, but there's not going to be any drama, apparently. So, like I said, since it was said in the beginning, I'm not going to critique the mod on not having that, because like I said, the mod already told you what's not going to be there, so I'm like, okay, fine. So, but... I have other things I have problems with, so there's that. Hold Monica's hand as we walk. Okay, I was supposed to click. See, this. Okay, can we stop having these things? Like, I'm thinking this is like a pause. I have to click again. We continue along until we reach the other end of the park.
Oh, this is the end of the path. I guess we should turn back around.
Yeah. Next time I'll bring you to a bigger park so we have more time.
Okay.
We head back the way we came. I grab a quick drink from my water bottle and hand Monica hers. She also takes a sip. We keep moving along till we reach the entrance we came through. Okay, no, yeah, they literally didn't do anything at the park. All they did was go to the park, sit down on the bench, hug and kiss and say how much you love each other, get up, walked in the park a little bit, and then they just leave. Couples do more than that, you know. Couples just hang out normally. They don't have to constantly remind themselves that they love each other. That's not it's not like a, by the way, I love you. like they don't need to constantly say that to each other. Like, you don't really need to do that. They had to save something for the second park scene. Oh, I guess, is that why that's this? Okay. What a vanilla life you couples must live, Zero. Yes, it's a pain. I'll have you know, me and Monica have to say I love you to each other every 30 minutes. If I don't say it in that 30 minute, Monica breaks my, she thinks I don't love her. And if she doesn't say it to me, I start getting anxious. I'm like, oh. What if she hasn't said it in the past 30 minutes? What if she's cheating on me? Does she throw you down the stairs? Yes. She throws me down the stairs. I'm like, no, I'm next. Does your screen start blinking and blurring? I start freaking out. I'm like, ah! But yeah, but obviously I'm making obviously there's all a bunch of jokes. But yeah, I feel like, I feel like that park scene could have been a little more. I don't know. Like, I feel like, I hope that there isn't a majority of this isn't just us telling Monica we love her, because if the whole point is to let people relive like they're in a relationship with Monica, then I feel like you have to actually give off the vibe of being in a relationship, because that's not what people do in relationships. You don't just sit there and constantly say I love you to someone else. Like, in a relationship, it's basically just somebody you can, like, hang out with that you just so happen to care deeply for. That's what it is. It's just like another friend that you have a higher, that you care about more. That's what it is. The sun slowly starts to go down as we walk down the street. Hands are locked together. She smiles sweetly at me. During the entire time we were walking, we haven't actually spoken about much. Instead, it was a comfortable silence. Together, there's no gap between us. Monica snuggled up against me with her eyes closed. She leans her head on my shoulder as we walk. She's relying entirely on me to guide and protect her. I let go of her hand and wrap my arm around her shoulder. We continue strolling along until we reach our house. By the time we reach home, the sun is slowly setting over the horizon. Monica still snuggled up against me. I unlock the door, and we step inside. I'm a sharpshooter. I post masquerade.